Right, so here we are on a typically windy day. It's crazy, Trev, it's been windy for 3 weeks now.
What it's like on a calm day.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I don't mind, it's quite warm wind, but unusually windy for the last 3 weeks for June. But never mind, we'll fly if it's dry. And actually the wind does help with takeoff, with landing, and you get some nice fast passes. So the 1.7 metre FMS F4U Corsair did the maiden flight. That went really well, and looking forward to flying it again and just flying it a bit lower, a bit harder. Never do that on the first flight. First flight is all about trimming out and just feeling it out and see what it'll do. But let's fly it a bit harder and see how it goes, even in this wind. All right, Trev, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Go, ready? So first stage flaps I'm going to use for takeoff. I'm going to flick the gear up. I've got my finger on the gear switch to flick the gear up as soon as it gets off the deck. Rear tail wheel coming up, and we're up. Gear going up. Twist and turn, lovely. And that was certainly a better takeoff than my maiden flight. Now, I was in stabilised mode there for takeoff, which kind of did help actually, but I'm in optimised mode now. So I know that I'm all trimmed out for level flight. That's great, don't need to worry about that. It's getting bumped around a little bit by the wind, no surprise. But that gyro is certainly helping. Just needed a little bit of up trim, which I sensed on that pass. Here we go. So power-wise, I would say this has scale power. It's certainly not excessive. It's enough certainly to cope with this wind. I'm using a 6S 6000 pack, 60C pack from Formax. My first roll was a bit shabby, but that one was definitely a lot better. Getting better at the passes as well. Downwind pass are a bit quicker. See if Trev can keep it in the frame. Using rudder as well, which you really do have to do with warbirds. Can't rely on aileron and elevator to pull you around. Nice slow roll. It's not going to roll fast. And because it's not super powerful, you really have to think if you're going to do something like a loop. So I've gained a bit of height there. I'm on about 2/3 throttle and I'm going to full power, dive, shallow dive, and then pull it. And then full power to recover out of that. Bit of a crosswind, so it pushed me towards me on that one. Right, so we're going to prep for landing now, so we're going to do a gear pass.
4 minutes. Gear down.
They look good, didn't they?
Yeah.
Plenty of juice left in the pack, going to half flap on the downwind, and I am going to use full flap this time. I want to try and land really slowly. Wait until I've made that final turn. On final approach, going to full flap. That nice braking effect, all that drag from the flaps. A little bit of a hop, but not bad. Let's see if I can taxi on the ground. I didn't stop, carry on rolling so I can use the rudder and that steerable tail wheel to bring me back. Certainly more exciting than the maiden flight. Some rolls, and to be honest, don't believe anybody who says, you know, you're going to nail rolls and all the manoeuvres first time. My first roll there, horrible, but the second one certainly a lot better. You learn what each aeroplane can do. So I'm happy with that for a second flight. Going to enjoy this a lot more. So that's the 1.7 meter F4U Corsair from FMS. Flies really well, really enjoy it, even in this wind. The reflex gyro, and Trevor's found this on all their other models that he's flown, makes a real difference, doesn't it, that optimised mode, Trev?
Yeah, it gives you a lot more confidence.
You know, it gives
Definitely.
it that locked in feel in the air because it reduces the effect of the turbulence on the model while it's flying. So thanks for watching this one, another episode of Essential RC, and come back for the next one. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and click the bell icon for notifications so you get notified of each of our uploads when we do them in the future. Thanks for watching, thanks to Trev on camera,
That's right.
and we'll see you next time. Bye. What a pro, fade out on the model. Where did you learn to do that?
There you go.